Good morning. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday, a nice cool Tuesday morning, honey. We are out here. Yes, we are. Hopefully you guys are up and out 'em. Is my caramelians woke this morning? Or y'all still sleepy like me? I'm still waking up too, guys. So it's okay. I'm still waking up too. Hopefully you guys are getting your coffee and your tea, honey, and you're getting where you need to be, all right? I've been dragging all morning. I did not want to get up, but nevertheless, we are up and out and ready to go. Hopefully you guys are feeling blessed this morning. I'm a little tired. Because I went to bed a little late, but we're gonna make this thing work out today. So let's get on into it. Let me go ahead and do my disclaimer so I don't forget. Everything said in the video is alleged in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment, okay? Yes, honey. Thank you for all of my mods that's modding for me this morning too. I always like to thank you guys because I really appreciate you guys taking out the time to do that. What else do we want to do? Oh, so let's go ahead and get into celebrity news, okay? We have a few topics that we want to go over this morning, okay? Yes, we do. All right, so first topic is we're going to be talking about Halle Bailey, okay? We're going to talk about her. That's Chloe Bailey's sister. All right, so Disney, they're saying that Disney removes, they're calling her a pregnant Halle Bailey from the Oscar consideration for the movie The Little Mermaid. Now, y'all know it's been a lot of controversy surrounding this movie in terms of her getting the accolades that she should have gotten, like overseas and everywhere else that the movies played. They did not like the fact that they chose to do the remake of this movie and put a black woman in the movie. They're saying the girl Ariel in the movie is white, so they were like, okay. Korea and everywhere else, they didn't really support the movie as they should have because, the original cast member or the original animated person that they had in the movie was white. And of course, Halle and them, y'all know they put so much damn makeup on her to try to make her look, a certain type of way, but it wasn't received as it should have been. So now they are kind of snubbing her from this Oscar consideration, which I think sucks because the movie did really well in the U.S. A lot of people went out to see it. It was like a huge turnout. Yeah, let's talk about it. So they're saying that the backlash from Halle Bailey's pregnant to rapper DDG is starting to have ramifications to her career. It says that she's been removed for Best Original Song for her Oscar consideration. That's so sad. They could have given her that. They're saying that Halle is said to be or have been excited about the possibility of being nominated and winning the Oscar, okay, for her role in the Little Mermaid performance. That she's kind of, she's kind of feeling away that they're trying to snub her now. So they're saying that several Disney songs have been nominated for 42 Academy Awards for Best Original Song, and they actually won like 14. But now that they put her in this position, in this particular role, it's like they're now trying to snub her. And a lot of people are saying that her race and the color of her skin has a lot to do with it because they pretty much wanted the original Caucasian character to play the role. It's so crazy. Are we still dealing with racism in 2023? It's so sad. Like, damn, the girl did an awesome job in the movie. What difference does it make what color she is? I don't understand why race plays such a huge part in everything nowadays. It's so stupid. So it says that Disney has originally removed Halle Bailey from consideration. It says that Disney submitted one song from The Little Mermaid called For the First Time, which was performed by Halle Bailey, okay? It's kind of hard to say her name. So they're saying that there was a sudden change to where Halle was removed from the roster of nominations from Disney's website as of yesterday morning, okay? Now they're saying that the remake of The Little Mermaid was controversial, like I was just saying, because a very specific demographic of Disney's findings that where they found fault with the fact that Halle Berry was black and Ariel was depicted as white in the original 1989 animation. So they said that while her role was widely praised, that others in other countries, okay, that the numbers were very lackluster for the movie, which they were, okay? So they need to figure that out. I don't think that they should snub her for that because of the color of her skin. And like I said, they they put so much damn makeup on her in that movie. I was just like, wow, like, what are y'all trying to cover up? The girl is beautiful. She nailed the role. She has a beautiful voice. Like, everything about that role, she pretty much nailed it. She owned it. She bodied that role. So I don't understand why now they're choosing to snub her for that. I think this is her first movie, so this would have been great for her to have gotten the accolade for this movie versus them saying, oh, I don't feel like she you know, deserves this role because of whatever. They're trying to make it out of something else, but I feel like race has a lot to do with it, and that's very sad. It's very sad, which shows that racism is still showing its ugly head in 2023. It's so sad. People need to get over it. Hollywood needs to get over it. Whoever is in charge of the Academy Awards or the Oscars or whoever, they need to take a second look at their decision in snubbing her for this particular role. A lot of children went out to see this movie and they were happy with the actual movie. But of course, in other countries, they're not going to embrace the movie as they should, because a lot of people are still color struck. A lot of people are not, you know, as receiving as they should in certain roles because of who it is, which is sad. Talent is talent. It doesn't matter what color you are. I mean, I don't see color like that. If you have the talent, if you have a great voice, it is what it is. It doesn't matter if you black or white. I mean, damn, even Michael Jackson said it, and he was both black and white. Shit, was that some shade? Love you, Michael. Rest in peace. But damn, on a serious note, I really feel like they should reconsider that. I don't feel, and I know she has to be hurt because she put her all into that movie. So for them to not acknowledge her in the way that she should be acknowledged, had it been Taylor Swift or somebody else to play the damn role, she probably would have got the damn Oscar. And that's so sad. But let's move on. And she don't, and I like Taylor Swift too, but she don't have a nicer voice than Halle Bailey. And that's just a fact. I'm just saying. So Hollywood, they have their favorites, but prayers to her, honey, that doesn't just take her totally out of the loop, because, you know, as you grow and elevate, it's gonna be some haters, child. It's gonna be some people that's gonna try to hold you back, but what is meant for you is meant for you. She's gonna get more roles hopefully in the near future, and hopefully she gets what she deserves in terms of her accolades for any of those roles that she gets. Okay, so shout out to her. I'm a fan of her and her sister Chloe. They are both talented and beautiful young women. Okay, let's move on, honey. Mama D, honey. Mama D responds finally to Bambi suing her, okay, in court. As you guys know, Bambi is suing Mama D for defamation of character, guys. This is so stupid. The two of them, I really wish that they would get over whatever it is that is going on between them. Honestly, I feel like the two of them have some of the same characteristics which makes them not like each other, because they see themselves in each other. I really feel like that. Bambi is hella messy, and so is Mama D. The two of them are fighting for the love of one person. Okay, Mama D, you're now trying to love on Scrappy and be there for him when you really weren't there for him as a child. He just did an open interview with Carlos King where he went into the specifics of what he went through as a child, of seeing his mother bringing women into his bedroom. His mother was a pimp or pimptress back in the day, to where she was bringing women into his room, where they utilized his room to do unmentionables. And then she would go in there and change the sheets or whatever for him to, and he was saying wipe stuff down with Clorox and all that to clean his room up so he can go back in his room and utilize his room again. But he talked about how his mama would leave him with fake aunties and uncles and aunties while she would be up the block doing her thing and checking up on her women. Like, it was crazy. He grew up, he had a very, very crazy childhood. So I feel like now that he's an adult, she's trying to reach back and be a mother to him now, and it's kind of too late, because he has some bitterness, and it has contributed to the way that he chooses the women that he chooses. And Scrappy is choosing women to fill that void that he had from his mother, okay? And Mama D needs to realize that. They kind of touched on it a little bit on one of the episodes where he was telling her, and you could tell that was a real moment where he broke down and started crying, and she's tried to start that fake crying mess. But I was like, no, you need to hear him, because this is a very real moment to where he's telling you how he feels, you know, as a mother, that you were not there. How do you leave your child with a total stranger because you have other ulterior motives and things that you feel are more important versus being there with your child? The way people are trafficking now, the way people are being inappropriate with children now, I would never leave my child with anyone that I don't know and or approve of. So Mama D has to understand that you are mad at Bambi, but the person you should be mad at, Mama D, is yourself, because you, ma'am, did not take the time to raise your son and teach him the ways that he should be taught as a boy. Now, granted, he said his father was in his life, but not in the home. That is important. We talk about that all the time. And I feel like every single woman that Scrappy get in contact with or try to date, Mama D rears her ugly head in the middle of it. And it's because of the guilt that she is feeling, because she was not there when she should have been. But it's time to back off. He's grown now. Scrappy got kids now. He's raising daughters now. He don't know who he is as a man. And he's looking for that love in random women. And he's hurt. So this back and forth that you continue to do with Bambi, they need to squash that mess, and all of them need to be in therapy and figure out why they continue to be in the mess that they're in. As a grandmother, why are you arguing with your grandchildren's mother when the real issue is you? And I'm not saying that Bambi is without fault, because she has her issues as well. But a lot of this has to do with Scrappy and the way he was raised. He don't know how to be a husband. He don't know how to be a man to a woman. Because all he's seen growing up is his mother disrespecting women. So that is exactly what he does. You can't expect anything else from him. So protecting him and telling other women, don't talk to my son that way. No. It starts with you, Mama D. If you watching my channel this morning, you, ma'am, are the culprit in terms of why your son cannot stay with one woman and respect that woman and have a normal family life. He never had it. He never had it. He's seen women coming in and out of his house, out of his room, and you were not there. And I pray to God that the daughters that he's raising, that they will too have a stable environment. How they're going to do it, I don't know, because he's not normal. But prayers to him, Bambi, and them damn kids, because you brought them into a situation that is very toxic. Grandma's arguing. Mama is arguing, dad is arguing. And now the two of them who should have never been married in the first damn place are divorced, which now you done broke up a family, which now you've created a single mother with limited income in the home to where she's got to spend time away from her children to go out and get other jobs to make ends meet. And it's sad. It's so sad. I'm so tired. And I'm not beating up on the black man, but I'm saying black men, stop creating single mothers. Mothers need to be with their children to raise them properly. It's a 50-50 thing. Take care of your kids. Do what you can so that they don't grow up and damage the next generation. Period. Period. Children do what they see in the home. If you screaming back and forth at mom and daddy all the time, they're going to grow up with that same attitude to where they snappy and hollering and doing the same thing, because that's all they know. Scrappy is running around because that's all he's seen his mama do is run around. Period. Let's get into what Mama D has to say about this lawsuit that Bambi has filed against her for defamation. All right. She says, when you legally sue someone, make sure they're not lying on you, girl. Says, and make sure that they don't know everything about you. So when you sue, make sure it's a lie and that you did show that ID, because it's on the police report. Now, Mama D is alleging that Bambi gave a fake ID to the police department whenever she got arrested in that situation with Erica Mena when they got to fighting at some lounge in Atlanta. She was saying that they told her that Bambi told the police a fake name and also a fake age. She would not reveal her age. And when she sat down to do an interview, and the girl asked her in the interview what her age was, Bambi kind of steered away from it. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Why she's so secretive about her age, I don't know. But at the end of the day, Mama D is trying to say that Bambi is out here on some fraud stuff and giving out fake IDs because she don't want nobody to know who she is. Maybe she got warrants or shit. I don't know. I'm not sure why she wants to be so incognito and giving out fake IDs, allegedly, according to Mama D. But that is why she wants to sue Mama D, because she's saying that it's a lie. All right. So Mama D goes on to say that come for me all you want and I will destroy you. See what I mean? You're still in that pimp. You're still in that pimp mentality. Why would you need to destroy your grandchildren's mother? This is some petty BS, and the both of them need to figure it out. And they need to stop this mess. Because if you're destroying their mother, how is she going to mentally be available for your grandchildren? Then you get on TV and start crying, talking about she won't let you see and or be around your grandchildren. She is the gatekeeper to you having a relationship with your grandchildren, whether you want to believe that or not. You can sit there and cry to Scrappy all day long, but those children are in Bambi's care. So if you treating her like a dog and dogging her out and going on social media every other day talking shit about her and to her, guess what? That cuts off your relationship with your grandchildren. So it's got to be a give and take here. Somebody has to be the adult and grow up and figure out who is going to stop the mess. Who is going to step up and say, you know what? I'm washing my hands of this. If you want to be petty, go ahead. But going forward, I'm going to be the responsible one. Because I'm about sick of them on social media. Mama D, you too damn old. You too damn old for that. Too damn old for that. If you in your late 50s and pressing 60 and 70 of bullshit, I can't with you. I said the same thing about Wanda. You too damn old to continue to be on that level of BS. At some point in your life, you got to grow up. You got to grow up. It don't make no sense to continue to wreak havoc and be on that level of pettiness. That says that you are miserable with your life if you continue to keep going back and forth with somebody and then using the fact that you know something about them in terms of trying to control them. You have people that's like that. Don't make me tell what I know about you. Wanda do it too. I see that a lot on Wanda's video. Don't make me tell what I know about you as a means to control you and what you say and how you move. Absolutely not. Don't threaten me with a good time. I say that all the time. Don't threaten me with a good time. Tell whatever you feel you want to know. But understand and know that whatever you're saying, it better, like you told Bambi, you better make sure that it be true. Because there is a certain thing as defamation. She can sue you if you lying on her. If you putting false information out on her, you can be sued. Not that you have anything to take. But it's going to be a lesson that you have to learn. The two of them need to figure it out. You're both mothers. Come together, raise your grandchildren together. Scrappy is no longer there. Okay? Scrappy is no longer there in the home. Children need their mother and father. So the fact that they are hurting and they may not be able to vocalize it, but please understand that it's affecting them. That they grew up in a home with their mother and father, and now that's been taken away because two people cannot be adults and figure out grown-up situations as a means to stay together and have a complete household. And when I say a complete household, I mean with mama and daddy. Children know when there's a void, but they're too small, they can't vocalize it, so they act out in it. Look at your children's behavior. I used to be a rehabilitative technician where I go to the parents' home with the children. You can tell it's the home environment. If you start seeing the behaviors of your children change, it's something going on in the home. It's something going on with their behavior because they're not getting what they need emotionally. And you have to look into that. Don't always be so quick to, you don't punish me. No. Talk to your children. Mama D, you didn't talk to Scrappy. You weren't there emotionally. You weren't available. And now he's seeking that elsewhere. And every relationship is not working because he don't know how to communicate because you did not communicate with him. Let's move on. Just a little teaching moment. Talk to your children. Talk to them. You'll be surprised the things that they're going through that you have no clue of because you're so busy with your own life and things that you want to do. Children are asked to be here, but the least we can do as parents is step up and be there emotionally available, not just financially. It's more than financial when it comes to kids. You got to be emotionally. That's more important. Gotta have that. There's so many people sitting in prison right now because they didn't have emotional support and they acted out in ways they should not have acted out. And now they sit back and they see it because they locked up in a place that they can't get out of for probably 30, 40 years. And it's too late then, which then creates more emotional baggage because you are locked up like a freaking animal. That's not normal. So on top of everything that you're already dealing with, you're being treated like an animal. That messes with a person's psyche to be locked up. That's not normal for a person to not be able to move about and be free. That's that slave mentality. But let's move on. We'll touch on that another time. All right, so Jodie Turner, you guys, actress Jodie Turner. Okay, did you guys watch the movie Queen and Slim? That's one of my favorite movies. That was a great movie. Queen and Slim. Okay, dark skinned lady with the short hair. The lady who played Jodie Turner in Queen and Slim, she files for divorce, you guys, from her husband Joshua Jackson after 4 years of marriage. Ain't nobody staying together. They just had a baby. Just had a baby. Okay. Somebody, I see y'all put in a good. That was a great movie. I saw that at the movies. I was like, wow, that was a good movie. Like, that was a good movie. Okay. Now, Jodie Turner is citing irreconcilable difference. She did file. Okay. And she's looking for joint custody of their 3-year-old daughter. All right. It's so sad. Don't nobody stay together no more. Like, simple things, and people just ready to run to the courthouse and file. Some things you can get over with just talking. If this person ain't being physically abusive to you, or maybe she fell out of love with him. I don't know. I mean, you only been married 4 years. I don't even feel like you tried, but I can't tell nobody to stay with nobody. It just feels like nobody's just staying married anymore. I don't know. Marriage is a job. You're gonna go through things that, you know, some mornings you're gonna wake up and you're gonna look at your spouse and be like, you get on my goddamn nerves, but I still love you. That don't mean I run to the courthouse because you get on my nerves. If this person's not being physically abusive towards you, or, you know, irresponsible financially, and don't want to change some things that they need to change, is not working on themselves, is not working to help you around the house, and being a great spouse. Nobody's perfect. You're never gonna be perfect. But I don't think people take the time to work on things anymore. I think everybody's go-to when they just feel like they've had enough of something is just go file for divorce, versus seeking counseling and working on that thing. And you got to pray in your relationships. If you don't have prayer in your marriage and or relationship, it's not going to work. You got to be on the same page. I don't think people realize that. But I'm sad that they're not going to be together anymore. There's no prenup in place between the two of them. There says that she asked that no spousal support, okay, that spousal support be taken off the table for both parties, okay. They list their date of separation as September the 13th, okay, of this year. All right. So Queen and Slim, like I said, guys, is one of my favorite movies. Sad for them, but good luck, honey, on this divorce. Hopefully they can reconcile. You never know. Sometimes absence make the heart grow fonder, when you kind of take a step back and realize, okay, it really wasn't that serious. Maybe we can work this out. Once again, another split up household. I hate to see stuff like that happen. But you got to do what works for you, okay? You got to do what works for you. Because if you have not seen the movie Queen and Slim, it's a must-see. Go see it. It's a must-see, okay? It's some tearjerker moments. It's some wild moments. It's some crazy, crazy moments. That's a great movie, though. All right? Yes. Somebody said no. All right, moving on, honey. Now, let me do a correction. Because from one of the sites that I was getting my information from on my popping video on last night, says that Blueface, not that I care, but I always like to go back if I put out the wrong information about something. I will come back if I do my further research and I find out. Now, from the website that I saw on yesterday, it says that Blueface was sentenced to some jail time. Now, after going back and doing some further research, it says that Blueface dodged jail time and is sentenced to 3 years of probation for a pow pow incident. He is on an ankle monitor as well for a Vegas pow pow incident where y'all know he pow powed at somebody. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of lawyer he got to where he only get probation for pow powing somebody. I don't understand that. Child, celebrity is being a celeb. See the perks of being a celebrity. If you'd been just a regular Joe Blow off the street, your ass would be sitting in prison. And I don't even think he's supposed to have no pow pow. So it's amazing how he's only getting probation and 3 years of probation at that. Like, that's nothing. But as you know, probation can be a bad thing too, because y'all know probation, you can't do nothing. And you violate that bad boy, you're going to be locked right on up. They don't play by that probation. So we'll see what it's giving. Hopefully, and I know that's not going to be a learning experience for him, because he's going to be still out here trolling Krishan and this damn baby, and still out here on some other BS. So we're going to hear about him some more in the news, because that's just the level of bullshit that he be on. I don't really like to put them into my commentary, because they kind of irk the shit out of me sometimes, because they so immature, the both of them, and it's a shame for them to be grown-ups and now parents to still be on that level of mess to where they too can't get along and they stay in the mess. I don't know. But if it's a trending topic, I try to talk about it and keep you guys updated. So again, correction, he has 3 years of probation versus jail time. I think he should have got jail time. He need to be sitting somewhere where he can think about the mess that he continues to do. I think that's a slap on the wrist. He needs a lesson. Jail time. And I don't like seeing folk locked up. I don't like to see our black brothers locked up. But he needs to be locked up. Because he be doing too much. Period. He need to be locked the hell up. Let him sitting there for 3 years. And I bet you that'll turn him around. Because most of them rappers will be out there trying to act down, you know, like they Tupac out here, like you know, thug life on my chest. That type. They really not hard like that. I promise you, it's all in the lyrics. They're not tough like that. Put them in there for a good 24 hours and I guarantee you they'll break and be crying like a bitch. I bet you. They ain't hard like that. They're really not. So don't be thinking that they are. Blueface, I don't even think Blueface is thug like that. I bet you, like I said, if they put his ass in jail for 24 hours, he'll snap or get snapped. Okay? Yes, baby, because there's somebody in there that's waiting to run their fingers through that little nice little curly hair you got up there, boo. So let's move on, child, to the next subject. Oh, baby, they'll rub their hands right on through their hair. You hear me? And he got them nice curls up there. Oh, yeah, baby. They'll boo you right on up, baby. The first day your ass get up in there and break you right on down, honey. So let's get on to the next thing. All right, so Destiny's Child former member, LaToya Luckett. I like LaToya Luckett, okay? Who knew that she was so talented, honey, until she got up out the group and started going solo? Okay, because, you know, Beyonce didn't let them sing like that when they was in Destiny's Child, because she wasn't to sing all the time. The only person who really got to sing like that was really Kelly, you know, and then maybe a few of them, they get a little hum in here and there. But who knew that she was so talented until she got away from the group? I like LaToya Luckett, but she can't stay married for nothing, okay? She has very, very bad choices when it comes to choosing a man and getting married. All right, so let's talk about it. She recently did a sit-down interview, all right? And she reveals that her next marriage, which this would be marriage number 3, she's been married twice, okay, already before. Her first marriage didn't last long, and her second marriage didn't last that long either. So I don't know what the hell she is doing. She now has 2 children, a daughter and a son, by her last marriage from Thomas Walker, or to Michael, however you say his name, Walker. Anyway, she reveals that in her next marriage that her husband will come before her kids. She said because that's the biblical order. All right. She says that I've been on the other side of that not happening twice. She says, but she says in her interview, time she gets married that her husband will definitely come before her children. Do you guys agree that that is how it's supposed to be? Anybody in the chat? Y'all can put it in the chat. Do you guys believe that a man is supposed to come before the children? Do women, when you cook, do you fix your husband's plate before you fix your children's plate? Let's do a little poll in here today. I want to see mentally. I want to check the mentality of the women in the chat today. Women, how do you do? If you have a man, if you're married, if you have a man that lives in your home, or that you're dating, do you favor that man over your child? Do you put that man first first your man and sit down and feed him first and then feed your children? Y'all do that? Y'all know they used to say back in the day, daddy get the big piece of chicken, all right? Don't nobody touch the big piece of chicken and go to daddy. That used to be the saying that go on. Somebody say yes. They said divine order. I see it. Okay. Somebody say, oh, hell no. If you got small babies, do y'all say, okay, honey, come in here and eat, honey, and then I'm going to feed the kids? Do y'all do that? Somebody said no. It's a yes. I see a lot of yes and I see a lot of no. Somebody said divine order. Somebody said hell no. Somebody said no. I can't get all of your answers because y'all know I'm driving. Somebody said I'm not going to lie, feed my children first. I don't know. I think it's a maternal thing for me. I'm not even going to lie. I do fix my son's plate first. I think it's just a maternal thing. I don't think it has anything to do with me trying to be out of a divine order and all this other stuff. It's a maternal thing. As mom, I just feel like, okay, that's my baby. I feed him. I don't think my husband really cares that I even do it that way either. I don't get no pushback on that in my house. So I don't know how you guys do in your home, but for me, I do kind of feed my son first. And then I fix my husband's plate. And it's just, I mean, it's only a second or two later. Like I'm putting food on this plate and then I'll fix my husband's plate thereafter. I'm always the last one to eat because I'm always cleaning up while I'm doing stuff. So it really doesn't matter to me. I'm a neat freak. So while I'm cooking, I'm also cleaning because I don't like a whole lot of shit to be done after the fact. Do you guys do that too? Anybody clean while they're cooking? I do that. I don't like dishes and stuff I don't like that at the end. So while I'm cooking, I'm also cleaning and I'm wiping up stuff. And a lot of times I'll be standing there at the bar, like I'll bite off something and then I'm still like cleaning. I'm doing that all the time. I find myself doing it. So they're sitting down eating and I'll be like standing at the bar with my little plate and I'm just nitpicking and kind of eating here and kind of cleaning up and doing. I'm always like that. But I do fix my son's plate first. So I don't know. I can't judge on that because I don't fix my husband's plate first. Okay? I just don't. But hey, to each his own. I ain't judging nobody. However you guys choose to run your household, that's just how it is. Somebody said it is like a biblical divine order that the man, of course the man is the head of the house. That I totally agree with. The man is the head of the house. But I don't know. Maternally, that's just how I do. I feed the child and then I feed him. Just because that's just how it is. That's just how it is in my house. But that could be debatable. But this is something that LaToya Luckett is saying that she's going to change the next time around in terms of getting married and or having a spouse. That she's going to, instead of having her children first and focusing on her children first, that she is going to focus on putting her man first. So what y'all think? Y'all think that's, I don't know, child. But do what you do, LaToya, honey. If you feel like that's gonna help you have a successful, longer marriage, do what you do. I ain't gonna tell nobody what to do in their house and what not to do. Whatever works for me, and whatever works for you, works for you. I don't think it has anything to do with you putting the man first in terms of your marriage not working. I think it has to do with the fact that you married an asshole. Because her ex-husband is indeed an asshole. I actually know someone who know him personally. So that's why I can say that. Okay, I don't like to call me or somebody else man an asshole, but I actually have a friend that actually went to school with her ex-husband and talked about how he was a womanizer back then and how he was very arrogant and thought highly of himself, which, you know, and y'all know they broke up because he cheated. He cheated on her. So it was not surprising when I found out they were getting married and my friend called me. She was like, do you know who LaToya Luckett about to get married to? And we were talking about it. I was like, no shit. She was like, I went to school with this motherfucker. Why did she marry him? But anyway, it's no surprise that they did not stay married long. And I was just like, wow. But he cheated on her. Like, he would be dropping her off at the airport for her to go fly out and do like shows or whatever and be booed up after that. I was like, that shit does not surprise me. It don't surprise me. But then again, they didn't date long. Okay. And I think he knew who she was prior to the two of them getting together. Because, I mean, hell, she was in Destiny's Child. Why would you not know who LaToya Luckett is? She was on Greenleaf. Like, she's been seen out a lot. Okay? Greenleaf, that's my other show. I wish they would not have taken that off. I used to love me some damn Greenleaf. And she killed her role in that movie, in that show. But I said all that to say this. I think it has to do with choices. And I think a lot of times we as women, we kind of get in our head what we look for in a person. And we kind of get into a routine of what we look for and like in a person, and that's what we do with the next situation. When this one don't work, we find somebody else and we do the same routine with the next, and it don't work out. So you got to switch up your routine, and you do have to kind of change some things if you want it to work. You can't look for the same type of person. Yeah, they can be fine. There's nothing wrong with that, because visually that's what we see in a person anyway when we meet them, is the visual of that person, and see the fact that they're fine. I like a man that dressed nice. I already went down the list of what I like in a man. Nice teeth, I like that. You gotta have a nice smile. You gotta have a nice job. You gotta be God-fearing. You gotta dress nice, because I like to dress. When I step out, I like to dress to impress. I don't want your shoes ran over and I'm out here killing the girls. Like, it cannot be like that. You cannot have bad breath, because that lets me know you have halitosis and you don't take care of your mouth and or floss. And a bitch over here do. You gotta be well groomed, because I'm well groomed, okay? It's a lot of things. You got to have your own shit first. I don't want you driving the hell out of my car. Have your own shit, okay? It's optional. If we want to drive my car one day and you got a car, it's fine. We can take my car today. But have your own. Every time we get ready to go somewhere, we're not about to pull out my keys and drive my shit. You got to have your own money, because I don't always want to pay. I would like for you to have your own place, because I like my own space. So that if and when we decide we want to take this further, you see what I'm saying? Like, don't always feel like everything got to be on you. I'm not taking care of no man. You got to be able to stand on your own, and whatever you bring into the relationship is extra. But if you got somebody who is always looking to be on your shit, that's not going to work. You're going to eventually get tired of that. Like, period. I don't want somebody with a bunch of kids, because then you got to deal with baby mama drama sometimes. So I don't know. Everybody has a list of stuff that they like and or require when it comes to a man or a significant other. So you make that list and you stick with it. And some of the things on there you might be able to tweak here and there and say, okay, I might be able to deal with this and or no. You never know. But it's totally up to you. But you gotta have God in there. Bottom line, you gotta have God in there. It's more than fixing a person's plate first and all that. If you don't have God in there, you gotta have a person who's God-fearing, because if they're God-fearing, there's certain things that they will not do to you, okay, and allow to be done to you. All right, you gotta have somebody that's gonna protect your heart. If you protect my heart, it's a lot of things you won't say to me and or do to me and or allow to be done to me, because you protect my heart. All of those things kind of come together in terms of finding a good man. Okay, and it helps to, you know, when I cut the ceiling fan on, y'all already know when we talk about that ceiling fan thing, but it helps to be able to, you know, to be able to do what you got to do in there when the ceiling fan be on. That helps too, because as women, we like to have we like to be touched on and loved too. I'm trying to keep it clean. All those things matter. And for those of you that are saving yourself, and I totally respect that, if you're saving yourself for marriage, kudos and God bless you on that, baby. But we talked about it yesterday. I ain't knocking nobody. If that's what you want to do, baby, that's your body. Do what you want to do with your body, yada yada. But hey, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. It just helps. It just helps. It just helps. A bitch like a Charlie horse every now and then. I'm sorry. I like a Charlie horse every now and then. Every now and then. Okay, yeah, they hurt, but pain is good sometimes. Let me stop. Ooh, child. Pain is good sometimes. All right, it is. Childbirth, look at childbirth. Women, you can push out a child. That shit hurt like hell. Them contractions hurt like hell. I still remember. My son is 8 years old. I still remember that pain from them damn contractions. But I bet you what, at the end of it, look at the joy of that pain at the end. What? Beautiful baby. A child, honey, that you bore. Y'all know women. Pain, honey. Child. Pain can be good sometimes. That's all I'm saying. Pain can be good. It can be. Some pain is bad, but some pain is good. I invite some pain. I do. I'm a tough girl over here. I got insurance, and I will let you know when there's too much pain. But I need you to act accordingly. When you hear me tap out, bitch, do not keep inflicting the pain. All right? Let's move on. That was not even on my roster of things to talk about this morning, y'all. Oh, I'm cracking myself up. But let's carry on. Somebody said, speak, sister, you right. Okay, y'all know I'm right, women. Y'all, we grown, all right? The children are in school. The children are in school. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some pain is good. It is. Some pain is good. But you got to know your limits. Don't mean they're trying all that crazy acrobatic shit and be wound up in the emergency room and then you can't really tell them what happened to your ass because you're embarrassed. Women. Be like, okay, so why are you here? You get to the ER and you be like, so why are you here? You can be like, well, we tried this crazy wild outlander shit where I was hanging on the ceiling fan and I jumped from the ceiling fan and I clipped the headboard because my ass, you know, was trying to do some shit I saw on a movie that me and him was watching. You don't want to be on that level of bullshit and they be kind of looking at you and cracking up laughing when they go behind the little wall back there to check your damn blood pressure and shit. You don't want to be in that level of bullshit. But, you know, they be like, this bitch here. Oh my God, let me see if your insurance covered this. Because, bitch, you was doing the most out here. But Lord, y'all know y'all be doing a lot. Y'all do. And I ain't trying to be in nobody's business because y'all stay in mine. Because somebody said yesterday, what was it, yesterday or the day before in the chat, said, Caramel, why were you late? You had the ceiling fan on. I was like, see, y'all be in my business. No, I was not in there with the damn ceiling fan on. I was not at home, first of all, because I was stuck in traffic from a damn accident where I was sitting in freaking traffic trying to get home and hurry up and get home so I could do my damn live for y'all. But everybody was assuming my ass was downstairs being grown with the ceiling fan on high. And no, I was not. So for the person that tried to call me out in the damn chat, no, I was not even home, okay? I was not tooted and booted anywhere. Just FYI. Thank you for checking in. But a bitch was not getting a Charlie horse. I was trying to get home. All right, thank you. Moving on. I would have liked to have been home. That would have been great. I would have loved to have been getting a Charlie horse, but no, I was not. right, so moving on, honey. This is my last topic for the morning. Let me get y'all out of my business, because y'all, child. Let me get y'all about my business. Get on up out of here. Get on out of here. All right, so Suge Knight, okay? Let's talk about Suge Knight. Y'all laughing. Y'all crazy. All right, so Suge Knight, honey, he speaks from the prison, honey. He did a whole TMZ interview. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. He talks about Tupac, okay? Y'all know he was in the car when Tupac was pow-powed in Las Vegas, okay? I keep saying that whole picture where they were both looking like this was kind of eerie. It was eerie as hell. I think it was right before Tupac was actually pow-powed in that BMW. Y'all remember. So Suge Knight, honey, just did an interview with TMZ, and he says that he will not testify against Tupac's unaliver, the suspect, okay, guys? And he says that he refuses to say who unalived Tupac. So my thing is, do you know after all these years who did it and you're just not saying anything? Because they try to bring somebody to justice for doing that. So he's trying to say the person that they arrested is not the person who unalived Tupac. This shit is crazy. After all these years, I was just like, okay, thank you, God, they finally found the person that did this. But they're saying that they found all this damn evidence at this guy's house. They found a weapon and a whole bunch of stuff that links this guy, Keith D, which is who was arrested for unaliving Tupac. So now Suge Knight has stepped out and did this interview with TMZ to say that that's not even the person that did it, and that he actually grew up with Keith D, and they used to play football together. He's saying like that's his friend, like this is not the person that did that. So I don't know if he's maybe trying to cover for this person, or if he really knows something that he's not saying. If Tupac was supposed to be your boy like that, I would think that after all these years, you would have given some type of statement or have cooperated with police to say, hey, this is the person who did this, so that he can get justice, because his family and everybody, fans and everybody, been asking like, who in the world unalived Tupac? You've been sitting your ass in prison all this time, acting like you blind and using every opportunity to try to get out. And now all of a sudden they arrest somebody. Now you're saying that this is not the person and that you're not going to cooperate with police to even give an interview or a statement to say who it was. That shit crazy. If you know something now that you did this interview, they probably gonna make your ass sit here and testify. You probably gonna have to testify now, because you were in the car when it happened. So I would think you would know something. I think you know something. So I think he should be made to testify. But they're saying that a grand jury indicted Keith D, you guys, in Las Vegas for unaliving Tupac, as we know. They're saying that Chief Deputy District Attorney Mark DeJormo says that a grand jury has been seated in the case for several months, okay? So they've been, for several months, they've been trying to get something done with this case with Tupac to go ahead and get somebody charged for it, okay? But they said that during the conversation with TMZ, that it says that Suge Knight, honey, get over. They're saying that Suge Knight says that he has nothing bad to say about Keith D, okay? He says that me and Keith D actually played the same Pop Warner football team. He says, and whatever the circumstances is, he says that if he had an involvement with anything, or if he didn't have an involvement with anything, he says I wouldn't wish somebody to be going to prison for my worst enemy. Okay, well, we know that because your ass been trying to get out for the longest. He done been talking about he blind and everything up in there, y'all. Suge Knight been in jail talking about he blind, he couldn't see, he couldn't walk, he was in there with a stick and everything. Kind of the same thing like Bill Cosby was doing when they were trying to get his ass locked up. Why everybody be blind when it's time to go to jail? Like, you can see real good before them charges hit. But as soon as your ass go to court one good time and you see you facing all that time, now all of a sudden you can't see, you up in there like Stevie Wonder. Do you really wanna be? You on that bullshit. Ribbon in the sky for our love. You sitting in there in court like that. This is not a coincidence. You on that bullshit. But you can see when your ass was out there committing crimes, hanging people out windows and shit. Y'all know Suge Knight was on his bullshit back then. Everybody was scared of Suge. Now you sitting here telling TMZ you know some shit that you ain't gonna talk about. Please believe they gonna get a statement about your ass. Okay? Maybe he's trying to do that in exchange for some less time that his ass is receiving. Maybe he's trying to pull that. Maybe he's trying to pull the fact that he might know some stuff, and I'll tell y'all if y'all give me a lesser sentence for the shit that I'm in here for. Cause y'all know he unalived somebody with his car. Okay, he saw somebody in the parking lot. He unalived somebody, and I'm gonna say allegedly. He unalived somebody with his car. He hit somebody with his car and unalived that person. So he is currently serving prison time for that. All right. But so I don't know, guys. What do y'all guys think? Do y'all think that Suge, honey, knows who actually committed this crime against Tupac to where Tupac was unalive? Y'all know for the longest people were saying that Tupac was not even gone. And I'm like, really? Like, Tupac is really gone. Y'all know forever people was trying to say Tupac is still alive. Tupac, we seen Tupac. Tupac is still alive. This man is not. He is not unalived. I was just like, can y'all please stop it? This man is gone. Except the fact that he is gone. I know it hurt. I know you're a huge fan of Tupac, but Tupac is gone. But I feel like if Suge Knight knows something about this situation, sir, you need to speak up. You need to speak up instead of sitting on it for all these years. It's been, what, over 20-something years now that this situation has taken place. And damn, finally they arrest somebody, and finally they find all this damn evidence at this man's house. And now you're going to come out and say it wasn't him. What would he be still doing with a pow that has his fingerprints and all this and mess on it and all the other evidence that they've collected from this man's house? Like, was that like a coincidence? He has some type of ties, and I'm going to say allegedly, to it. Or they wouldn't have found all that shit at his house, and it was a lot of evidence. So I don't know what the hell Suge Knight trying to do. Like I said, he might be trying to get some time off the time he's serving, as to say that he knows some shit that he might not really know. Or he might do know. But I don't know. I'm going to keep my ear to the streets on that. I'm going to keep my ear to the streets. All right, this is the last topic. Blac Chyna. I like Blac Chyna. She's made a lot of changes in her life because y'all know she was a hot damn mess. Blac Chyna, honey, is in the news. According to TMZ, Blac Chyna is having to resort, guys, to selling her shoes, purses, and clothes in order to make ends meet, okay? Now, she also had to downgrade from some cars that she was leasing. I don't know why she had like 4 cars. Like, girl, you flexing too much out here. It's only just you. It's only just you, Blac Chyna, but you need 4 cars. Like, at one point, she had like a Rolls Royce, like a whole bunch of high-priced cars. She was leasing a Rolls Royce. She had a Bentley, like all these expensive damn cars, wasting money. And now you're to a point to where you have to resort to selling your clothes and shoes and expensive bags and stuff like that in order to make it. And then it said that she's been asking Tiger, rapper Tiger, which is her baby daddy for her son King, for money so that she can get by, because y'all know that she has now sued him for child support. She's asking that he pay child support. But my thing is, you got a whole baby by a Kardashian, so you should not be struggling. She's not getting child support from either of her children's fathers, which I think is very, very irresponsible. Both of them are very well off. Tiger is a rapper. He's making music that's on the radio, which means he's getting a check. I don't know what else he's doing, but if you got money for chains and Bentley, you got money to pay for it. Okay, period. If your child live with me, you need to be paying child support. The same thing with her daughter Dream that she had with Rob Kardashian. You should be getting a check. Why are you selling your clothes and shoes and stuff just to be able to put food on the table and survive? She had to downgrade her lifestyle a lot, you guys, because she blew through so much damn money, from leasing these expensive cars to surgeries. She went and had all these things taken out of her body. She had cheek implants, chin implants. She had a whole bunch of stuff going on where she just wasted money, blew through a lot of money. Now she's to a point where, and I'm happy that she's done that. Y'all know she went and got baptized. She went and got like a doctorate, an honorary doctorate degree. I think it was the same thing like what Melody got. And she's trying to turn her life around for the better. She was saying that she was, you know, kind of seeking God. She got, like I said, baptized. She's trying to change her life around, but unfortunately, you kind of did it. Well, it's always a great time to do that. I'm not going to downplay that. But it's like you were very irresponsible with your funds. And the fact that you've allowed your children's father to be out here not supporting their kids on a financial basis so that you would not be in that place. Like, how do you get to a place where you got to sell all your damn clothes and shoes to where you damn near about to be walking around here nude? If you don't soon figure out something, and Hollywood ain't really checking for her now because she's been kind of exposing some stuff in Hollywood. So y'all know when you start talking about stuff in Hollywood, they blacklist your ass. So that might be why she ain't getting jobs and stuff like that with Hollywood to where she can make money. Because y'all know they have a certain little inside clique. And when you start talking about some stuff that's going on the inside that other people don't know about, they will start blacklisting your ass. or blackballing you. Look at Monique. They blackballing her ass. Look at Nene. When you get to talking, you don't have a job. I'm just saying, when you get to talking and telling stuff, you will not have a job because people do not like to be exposed. When you start exposing Hollywood and things that's going on the inside, that only hurts you. So now she's in a very destitute place to where it's looking like you might have to resort to getting a 9 to 5. I don't know why people feel like they're above getting a 9 to 5. I mean, damn. What's the girl from SWV? Lily was saying, hell, she had to get her like a customer service job, and she was embarrassed as fuck because people had been seeing her at sold out shows with SWV, but she had to go back and get her a 9 to 5 so she could survive. She said she had to swallow her pride, baby. She said, listen, I'm swallowing my pride and I'm swallowing these shrimps and everything else up over here, this bitch, because I'm working. Sometimes you got to do that. I get it, you're embarrassed. You don't want people to see you at a 9 to 5 when you then been out here on TV and you see yourself as a celebrity, but are you going to sit out here and be broke, busted, and disgusted and damn near homeless because you don't want people to see you working a real job? I think that's the problem with Martell. People done saw him on TV, so he don't want to get no 9 to 5 where people say, hey, don't you be on Love and Marriage Huntsville? What you doing working here? If it means you keeping the lights on, if it means you doing what you got to do, then shit, you got to do what you got to do. You swallowing your pride, some bologna and ham and cheese sandwiches and shit too. You got some Capri Suns in the refrigerator. I don't drink that shit, but I mean, damn. Don't be so embarrassed where you can't take care of yourself out here because of what somebody else think about you. You might have to resort to doing what you need to do out here instead of having to sell off all your stuff. I mean, damn. I want my Louis bag. I want to sell my Louis bag so I can pay my damn mortgage. Don't nobody want to be on that. Her baby daddy need to be helping her out. That's sad. That's sad. Rob Kardashian, he got his own little businesses. He got money. I don't know why he got away with all these years not paying no damn child support. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But prayers to her child. I hope she figure it out. I hope she figure that shit out. But she bragged, you guys. At one point, she was bragging about she made like millions of dollars on OnlyFans. At one point, she was on OnlyFans. And y'all know what going on, honey, on OnlyFans. Okay? Y'all know what going on OnlyFans, honey. You be on there making it clap and all that other stuff where people be, you know, paying you some good money. So I don't know if she might want to get back on OnlyFans or maybe not. Because she said, honey, she done found God now. So she ain't trying to be back on OnlyFans. But she might need to figure out what she need to do out here. Because, child, that's hella embarrassing. For you to have millions and go from having millions to now being broke because you're trying to live a certain lifestyle that you really, really are not equipped for. It's so sad. But yeah, she said she made millions of dollars. She bragged about it online that she made millions of dollars on OnlyFans, and now she's to the point to where she's having to get rid of all of her expensive vehicles down to one vehicle, which is all she should have had in the damn beginning. All you needed was one car. But it's a lifestyle. You want people to look at you a certain way and think that you got it like that when you don't. And a lot of celebrities live that way. They don't really have the money like that, but they want to appear like they have it. Kind of like the Scots do, where they can stay out here leasing all these damn cars when you know you owe everybody and their mama because you ain't paying your damn bills, but you rolling up in a G-Wagon knowing the shit is leased, but you complain about not having no furniture. Kind of that type of shit. You got money to lease a G-Wagon so you can look rich on the show, but you got to go to rental center to get some furniture. That shit right there. That's the shit I'm talking about. And that's the stuff that celebrities be doing. Kim and Maurice, y'all can't pay to get, let me go and read them right quick, and they won't even on my roster of people to talk about. But Kim and Maurice, y'all got to resort to hiring your brother to do your contracting work. When y'all supposed to be millionaires out here, you couldn't hire a real contractor to come up in there and give them a deadline to do your work. Up in there, you got your little chunky brother up in there eating cookies and shit on the job, leaving a trail of Chips Ahoy cookies up in there with ants and shit crawling while his ass supposed to be in there hanging sheetrock and stuff, and that's why your stuff ain't done. He in there eating sandwiches and shit instead of doing what he's supposed to be doing. And yeah, I'm being messy. I am. The little thick brother that's shaped like the mama, Michael. Let me call names this morning. But y'all asses out here talking about y'all rich, but y'all got to hire your brother to be in there working, and then turn around and you ain't got no money to be getting no furniture. You got no money to get no furniture, but you out here renting G-Wagons and stuff trying to look rich. Maurice, him and Kim was riding on one episode in a Rolls Royce. Y'all remember that episode? I said these motherfuckers right here. Riding around in a Rolls Royce with with failing reviews over there at your business. You staying in Kimmy house. You ain't got shit going on with a whole certificate over there. Talking about you a whole attorney, but you can't try no cases, but you over here renting Rolls Royces because you want to look rich on the show. Get y'all shit together. Celebrities do that too. Celebrities, get y'all shit together. You don't need to impress me. You don't need to impress me, okay? What's in your bank account? What's in your wallet? Don't nobody want to see you riding around in no Rolls Royce if you can't damn afford it. Stop always out here trying to live above your means and do what you need to do for you. And that's a lesson to anybody else out there. Stop trying to impress other people and do what works for you. Stop going broke trying to impress somebody, all right? But let's get on out of here, child. That's the end of the show. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the notification bell so you'll get more videos as they come, okay? And go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you did not. Thank you, Moz, for doing such an awesome job. And thank you for my Carrie Millions for supporting this channel, okay? Content creators, thank y'all if you joined the chat this morning as well. All right, see you guys later for our pop-in later on. You guys enjoy your Tuesday and goodbye. Thank you guys for the super chats as well, too. I'm sorry. For anybody that left super chats, thank you guys. All right, I appreciate it. Goodbye. And why am I lying? I don't want to go out. We don't know. But goodbye. Oh, y'all still here? Goodbye. I don't know why my phone don't want to.